All right, game 2. This is against Duke. This is for the championship. Let's go full screen right here, boys. So Duke, I actually played him and beat him to get into this tournament, to make the Final Four of this tournament, right? But then he made it through loser's bracket as well on our side. So he ended up winning his loser's bracket. I won the winner's bracket by beating him. So we both made it here. But, so all time, as far as I know, I'm 1-0 against him. He is sending the dogs at me. Like, literally, look at this defense, right? 3-4. 3-4 odd. He's man aligned, which we've talked about before in these videos, right? Where I know that this side of the field's pretty open just because he doesn't have a corner on the left side, right? There's no corner on the left side. So you're going to see my tight end on the left side on a corner route a lot. And he basically has to user this, right? He has to, right? Sends a blitz, and we know we're going to have our hitch route right underneath for a gain of about 3 yards. You guys know back here, right, using Troy Aikman, Madden 20, I was a very calm, collected, composed passer, right? And again, you're going to be able to see pretty consistently, I'm going to put this guy on a corner route attacking this side, just because he has nobody here who can defend this tight end corner route. Just doesn't. He sends the dogs again, we pick up the blitz, and we get the hitch route for a nice gain of about 11 right there. And I think, do they show an instant replay of this one? I don't remember. We have Drini and Scott Cole on the call right here, neither of whom I think ever commentated another Madden game after this one, actually. So, whatever that means. You see, now he's actually going to switch up into a baseline look. This is very important to be able to recognize this. See, now we have a corner on this far outside left. So, you're going to see me change my route combo a little bit, at least on this left side, I believe. Or at least I should. That should be the correct thinking. And, yep, we end up sending 5 out and hitting the hitch route on the right. And this is just a really good way of me attacking this blitz, right? You see, he sends people at me, so I have to get the ball out fast. But this route combo, with these many routes attacking so quickly horizontally, you can't really do a ton about it, right? You really can't if you want to send a blitz at me. If you don't send a blitz at me, then I have plenty of time to be able to make a read, look for a route bounce, and really just be able to dissect the defense from there. That's why these types of route combos I'm so big on. I'm such a big promoter of it on Civil GG. I'm such a big promoter about it in my streams and all my videos. I think they're so useful. You see right here, no corner out here. Corner is actually over top my slot, so he's in a man-aligned defense. I wouldn't be surprised if I actually run the ball right here and try to cut it back. Let's see if I do. Because there's a big cutback lane right here. I don't. Instead, I ended up running the tight end on a corner route. And we go with this little smash concept. This is a super high level play right here. So we see me throw the hitch. I think I get 3 yards and it's 3rd and 1. Okay. But watch my pocket presence. Watch Troy Aikman right here, boys. This is a big deal. Look, blitz comes, just barely step over, just a little bit of a step. And while that doesn't seem like that big of a deal, watch what Quentin Portis does here. If I don't get that step, I probably get sacked right there. Right, and that's just, again, a lot of repetition inside of this offense. Really getting this stuff down, knowing how I want to attack every single defense. And that's why you get, like, this is really where things started to click for me in Madden. This is around that time where things really first ever started to click for me in Madden. And you guys see now a lot of these things kind of play into how I play the game now, where I'm very big on knowing what the meta is, knowing what defenses you're going to face, and being prepared to attack them. And this defense right here that he's running, I knew I was going to face it, or I knew there was a high chance, right? I knew there was a high chance I was going to face it, and I knew exactly what I wanted to do to beat it. And that's such an overlooked thing, I feel like, that people, and I'll do it too, where there's something that's giving me issues, and I'll just be stubborn and not take the time to just learn how to beat it. Right here, you see that slot, or you see that corner on the far outside right here. I do end up keeping this corner out, it looks like. Do I? Yeah, I guess I do keep this corner out, although that's not what I love to do in this situation. And we actually, again, have the little hitch, throw it for a gain of 3. We are 5 for 5 for 27 yards. I don't know if I ever had that stat line this year. And that was actually a gain of 4. And I mean, that pass lead right there, the pass lead ability was so good, boys. It really was. And he's going back to that man-aligned style now. You see there's no corner on that left side. So here we definitely want this tight end corner. And we actually, looks like, do we 5 out it right here? We do 5 out it right here. No, no, we do this. Yep, end up checking it down. And this is why running good route combos is so important. Because you see right here, he actually ends up zoning out, right? He sends 3 people, but we have a little concept on this left side of a corner and a wheel. basically this turns into a makeshift flood concept where we're isolating the flat defender on that side, saying if the flat defender takes the corner route, the short corner, right, the wheel's gonna be open. If he takes the wheel, the corner route's gonna be open. Right here, this flat defender takes the corner route, and we end up checking this wheel down underneath, and then we end up hitting him with jukebox because that's what we used at that time. And do we get the first down? I'm pointing for it. I am 19 years old in this, by the way. Yeah, a fresh 19 too. I think I was 19 and like 3 months into being 19. No facial hair. I couldn't even grow this beard until like a year and a half later. About a year later. And he's actually in a different defense now. It's still 3-4, so it's the same idea. Like, I mean, he's just in 3-4 even now, which is just, it's the same defense basically. It is a different defense, but it's basically the same. I'm curious what he does here. I think, yeah, we run the ball right here. I think I liked that. I actually liked when he went to that. I thought I had something with a run I thought I was prepared for. I was wrong. That is an example. Me calling that run play right there was actually an example of me knowing what I want to do against the defense. It just didn't work. And that's one of the reasons I don't love running the ball, because it is inconsistent. But that puts me in a kind of a bad spot on a 2nd and 12 here, where I'm like, oh, geez, here we go. We're going to see, are we going to 5 out this? I think I end up blocking people. Nope, we 5 out it, and we go for a quick check down right here, and it ends up hitting one of his blitzers. Now, the really cool thing about a lot of these check downs, this is true every single Madden, is the beauty of check downs is that if you insta-throw it, like I do here, they'll almost never get picked. Even right here, where this is a scary throw, this ball doesn't get picked. He just can't. Unless he has acrobat right here, then he could dive in front of me. He just can't. Although this is the wrong read. When you're under distress, if you snap throw, I should have thrown the ball away here. I should have. That's the smart thing to do. But the next best thing is to snap throw a flat, as long as their user isn't there, as they're very low chance of him getting picked off. But a bad read nonetheless by me. I should have just thrown the ball away. And that's what I do now. That's something I hadn't really learned yet at that time. And I was aware though at that during this though that wheel really couldn't get picked off unless he had acrobat right there. That was a pretty consistent thing. 3rd and 12 though, we're going for kind of a shot play right here actually, where we have a crosser, deep dig on the backside. You guys have seen this concept forever. This is a little dagger, and then we have a delay fade. This is actually before I even really used delay fades. Like, this delay fade here is really just for decoration. We're going to snap this bad boy. Good pocket. We're sitting, and we end up having that little post route for a dot right there. We're going to go turbo. And do I actually... No, I take this down to the end of the first quarter. But looking back at this, you can actually see me change this tight end on the left from a streak to a post last second. And it's because I think he ends up going man coverage across the board. That's what I thought he was going to do. So why have this guy in a streak against man coverage? Might as well have him on a post. And then I see his user bite back to the left. I know that this is in man coverage right here, so I have the post in this little pocket right here. I throw it, and I get it. Tight throw, but you're able to fit that throw pretty consistently. And then we're just going to take this all the way into the second. Now, 4th and 3, big game like this, this was a tough call. The reason I went for this is because I said if I kick 3 against this guy who I know he's going to run the ball every single play on offense, there's a good chance I lose. I'm confident in my... Right here, we're at the 28-yard line. I have every play in my disposal, right? I'm not too close to the end zone. I can run any play I want to. 4th and 3. I was confident at this time in myself to be able to pick up 3 yards running any play in my book. And I ended up going to a play that I had kind of up my sleeve here with this kind of motion in corner route that I really hadn't shown a ton yet. And it was actually because of the pass lead ability that I was using that we talked about in the first game. It was actually, this is unguardable unless they user it. And because he's in this man line defense, I have this corner route on the right side. He has to user this, right? He has to. If he doesn't, then we're going to throw that. And you'll actually see tight throw right here. We're able to fit it though, and it was a consistent throw every single time. Again, if he has acrobat, we have a different story right there. But did this game have... Did Madden 20 have acrobat actually, thinking about it? Doesn't matter. It was salary cap, so it doesn't matter. Salary cap, almost nobody had acrobats on their team, I remember. But yeah, no. That was a consistent ball right there, just a scary one. And that's one of those little things that is hard to learn, but can really improve your offense a ton if you're able to pick up some little things like that. 1st and 10. I think, do I just go with a little run play right here? I believe. What am I doing? Oh, we're going to a touch pass. We're going to a touch pass. He's going to burn timeout. Yeah, he burns the timeout. We're going to skip to about a 8-17. Yeah, 1st and 10. We're going to go with this little corner hitch concept on the right side. You see his baseline, so we're actually going to go with the curl on the left side here too. And he has blown coverage. We have X over top. Bada boom, bada bang. And the Ken dog, the Civ, is... I'm excited. That's a big deal. Picking up that touchdown in a huge game like this is a huge deal. But his ball, you're going to see a replay right here of him. He blows coverage. His user, he doesn't really know what he's doing with his user, respectfully. Unfortunately for me, he is going to be running the ball every single play. This is when Nasty Streak was in the game. He also has Jukebox. This was a nasty time of John Madden football, and he is taking forever to set us up. I hate dudes like this. 1st and 10, you're going to see him in a lot of under center. He has Troy Aikman, but you got to remember this is salary cap. So I had the fully upgraded Troy Aikman, like a 90 overall. He has the 60 overall Troy Aikman. Or actually, he might have had like the 75, 80 overall Troy Aikman, but he had no abilities on him, no nothing. He was looking to run the ball every single play. And you're going to see this old boy right here, Joe Thomas, has Nasty Streak on him. Let's see if we get to see a Nasty Streak right there. Yeah, replay that play. Just watch his right of screen tight end where my cursor was, and you'll see what Nasty Streak does. So this was the last time Nasty Streak was actually used in Comp Madden. Was me playing Duke, and I was scared. I remember being scared. That's why getting that 7 was so big, because I was not confident I'd ever be able to stop him. I had 2 different run defenses. This was one of them. We're able to shoot it in the backfield. That was a big deal. But that run defense right there that we shot it in the backfield with was not consistent. It was not good against every single run. It could only work versus certain runs at that time. And I didn't know how to run it very well. It was kind of like a secret that I was let in on, but like barely let in on. So I had another run defense of my own. I'm singing right here still. Very nice, Kenny. Very nice. Okay. So you'll see me switching to other run defense, but we're in 3-4 odd right now. And let's see, what do we have here? Yep, Joe Thomas going to go in motion over to the left. And he's just trying to get Joe Thomas in one-on-one situations where he can pancake my DBs. Right there's a great example of, yeah, Joe Thomas going crazy. My run defense not working. Thankfully, though, he had a lack of stick on offense, and I have pretty good stick on defense, so we're able to make that tackle right there. Although his stick work it left a lot to be desired, to say the least. And I mean, that's what this game comes down to, is a lot of him running the ball over and over. We have 2nd and 5 right here. Now you see I'm in a different defense right here. So let's check this out. I'm actually I'm in a formation called 3-4 over Ed, which is essentially just 4-3 normal. And you see right here we have 4 defensive linemen, and we have our safeties in the box actually. So it looks like we have a bunch of linebackers. It looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 linebackers. It looks like a 4 or 5. But in reality, it's a 4-3 with the safeties in the box. And what we're trying to do here is really just free up our linebackers to be able to come free through the gaps and be able to protect our DBs by trying to get Joe Thomas to engage with the defensive end or a linebacker. That was my big key here with this style of defense, was to make sure his Nasty Streak couldn't get out in the open and get to my DBs and pancake me, and just make sure that at the very least, I'm going to have hats on hats and not be getting pancaked and at a huge numbers disadvantage. 3rd and 7. I mean, look at Joe Thomas goes out wide right there. I mean, my goodness, dude. Look at where Joe Thomas is. He's at tight end. This audible sends him out wide for some reason, and I get spooked, so I just call a timeout. That was scary. That was very scary. Now, Duke here, again, trying to just do some Mickey Mouse BS. Does a little touch pass right here. Joe Thomas actually does not get a... Why did Joe Thomas not... So, who is this out here? Joe Thomas actually did not get a pancake right here, and my guy ends up making the tackle. That's Champ Bailey. Probably should have gotten a pancake. I wonder if that was a touch pass thing. I don't know. I don't know. But regardless, Duke ends up kicking 3 right here. 4th and inches. 4th and inches, clock's running. He calls a timeout and is just going to kick 3, which is insane to me, by the way. Insane to me. So he just takes the 3-point deficit, or a 4-point deficit. I get ball. 33 seconds left. He gets ball at half. We are looking... This was a hard game to be able to attack deep quickly, or at least the way I played offense, it was hard to attack deep quickly. I believe I have 2 timeouts right now. Yeah, I do. And immediately I go for a bomb right here. This is a bomb play. We're going to roll out to the right side. Mind you, I have Troy Aikman, though. I have like 60 speed, so rolling out of the pocket's hard. We're really looking for this wheel or this streak can get open deep at times. It's a bomb. And we actually... Tough. I got to pass through the outside. Looking back especially, I'm really frustrated with myself because like this is open right here. This is super open, but I don't pass lead it very well. And we get a contact animation right there. We end up going 2nd and 10, looking for a big play right here. End up having to take the dig in the middle of the field, and I really could have racked it and spun up right there probably, but I end up low passing it, playing a little bit conservative. I'm a little scared right here. Not scared, but a little cautious of everything. I'm in a great spot. I don't want to turn the ball over, right? If I end this drive with no points, it's okay, but a turnover I can't have. Looking for another deep play right here. Looking for smash this time. Corner out on the right side. We are going to be able to roll out, but I have no speed. We throw it off our back foot. Now, I was doing this stuff before this year, boys. All right, see why right here? Bang. It's open. That's a laser. All right. Now, timeout. We're at the 44. I can kick from like the 35, so we don't have any timeouts. And I'll be honest, we just got to get about 9 yards and out of bounds. I have a super brain malfunction. So when I see the defense he's in, I said to myself, okay, he is protecting the sidelines. What's another way that I can get some cheap yardage to the sidelines really fast? And my dumbass says, oh, I bet I could touch pass it, run a touch pass, and get to the sideline, especially against this look. Like, this is a look where I can get to the sidelines. It is. So I'm like, okay, I can just run a touch pass and get out. So we're going out. And I try diving, and we get tackled. So not only did I not get any yards, we got tackled in bounds. Huge blunder by me. To be fair, in my arsenal, I really didn't have many plays I was confident I could get out of bounds in passing-wise. I really didn't. So I remember thinking about that and being like, I don't really have a great play that I feel confident attacks the sidelines in my offense. Even like throwing a wheel route from my halfback, good chance I get tackled inbounds there. So I don't hate the play call, but I do kind of hate the play call. Regardless, though, his ball, we're just going to see a lot of running. You see, I'm in the 4-5, basically. We're in the 4-5 right here. And you see me hopping on safeties. I even hop on a corner right here. I'm on Champ Bailey. And we're just trying to do everything we can to help contain this run. Thankfully, so big deal right here. Okay, so he gets that jukebox. Goes to show how good jukebox was. The reason I like this defense is look at Joe Thomas. He is now lined up over a linebacker, so he does not get a pancake. Now, he holds his block, but he's not pancaking people, which that's the key. I'm able to get more people flowing to the ball. That's a big deal, and that's what I'm saying right there. I'm like, Joe Thomas hit a linebacker right there. That's a huge deal for us. Huge deal for us. 2nd and 9, Joe Thomas to the right side right here. I'm in the 3-4 defense. That's a little bit more on gap shooting, although I shouldn't be. I really shouldn't be. And, yeah, I'm in this. Jeez, almost broke loose. And I think he's going to keep on breaking a few more runs right here. What happens right here? Yep. In the defense I shouldn't be in. The reason I liked that 3-4 defense is because you guys saw that big gap shoot I got to push him to a 2nd and 5. So, like, the reward was huge if it worked. But it just wasn't working super well. He had a pretty good game plan against that defense. And I think I just tipped my cap to him, actually, which is kind of... yeah, and it's frustrating, but I did have 2 defenses ready for him. The big thing to note, though, as I say that, is that I had prepared minorly for run defense. Duke beat Clef, so I thought if I had beaten Buck Sweep, I was pretty convinced that I was going to play Clef and not Duke. So a lot of my time preparing was preparing to play against Bunch, and it's just funny how, I mean, 50 hours of preparing just for Bunch just went out the drain right here in this game because he didn't run Bunch. 2nd and 4. I'm in this gap shoot defense trying to get a gap shoot. Don't get anything. He scores. He takes a 3-point lead. This is not good. If realistically, after this drive, he gets the ball last, right? He's a runner. He can chew the clock. I get this drive right here, and Yeah, so he's in this main line defense again. There's nobody on this side. 1st and 10, down 3. 3 minutes left in the third. We take it. Bang! We're out of there. Oh my gosh, this was such a big deal. That was, I mean, when you're able to break off, I mean, especially like you guys have seen how hard I've been working on offense. Dude, I am working my ass off on offense. So when you're able to break out a run like that and just, I mean, there's skill involved, right? Like I did a good cutback. Good job by me to identify it pre-snap and all that. But the fact of the matter is, like, it was pretty, like, there wasn't much effort there in the actual play. It's such a good feeling, dude. It makes things so much easier. 1st and 10. I'm going to go back to this play, I believe, on the right side that I scored on earlier, right? We have the hitch and we have the deep corner route. I'm hoping he makes the same mistake that he made earlier. He ends up zoning everybody out, right? 3-man pass rush. Nobody's there. Or rather, nobody's open. And I end up just throwing the ball away. Now, the important thing there is that I threw, or rather that he sent 3. Okay, he only sent 3 people right there. And remember, he did the same thing earlier when I threw that touchdown. He also only sent 3 people. So in my head, my gears are kind of turning like, okay, he's only sending 3 in the red zone, it appears. 2nd and 10. You see he pinches these linebackers. So I say, oh, I think he's actually going to blitz me right here. So I end up calling a play that I think is going to be good against his blitz. Now, this play looks weird. Basically, the idea of it was this comeback gets an outside release. So if this was a cloud or a hard flat, I'd be able to throw this comeback up here. The streak would be able to get inside of a deep half. And then this curl, if he blitz it, now assuming he blitzed me, this curl would be open in that pocket. He didn't. He actually ended up setting 5, or he ended up only setting 3 again. And in my head, I'm like, okay, he only sent 3 again. Meanwhile, I'm expecting him to blitz because pretty much the entire game, mind you, he's been blitzing. So on 3rd and 10, I'm like, all right, bucko. And you actually could see me do this. Let's see. Actually, do you see it? No, I go with the 5-out route combo right here. And the reason is because I know he's about to send 3. And guess what? He sends 3, and we have a laser to Y. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. That's using a lot of in-game tendencies. I dropped an F-bomb right there. Sorry, Electronic Arts. But that's a big deal right there. And you guys see the pocket presence here is big. If I throw Y from back here, right? If I just sit back here at the 20 and throw Y, that ball sits in the air longer, and there's a good chance that one of these guys is able to make a play on Y. I step up 4 yards, eliminate the amount of time the ball's in the air, and we're able to deliver that laser beam to the back kind of seam. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. It really is, man. Up 4. So the good thing about being up 4 is that he really can't afford to clock. He can try to, but the issue is that he needs a touchdown, right? His biggest goal is a touchdown, it's not the clock. You see, I actually end up running a little bit of different defense right here, trying to move those outside linebackers out, and it's just nothing's really working. He has 12 rushes, 124. I need to stick in the over ed, the 4-5 looking defense, but I don't know if I do. And yeah, we are back in that defense. Just trying to contain this run, man. Trying to contain this run. 2nd and 4, praying that we can get him to a 3rd down. Get him to a 3rd down. Pray that we can get him to a 4th down. Get him to a 4th down. Pray that we get him off the field, right? 2nd and 4. Let's see what Joe Thomas is. Joe Thomas on the outside here to the left. He runs stretch to the left. Oh, stretch to the right. Oh, stretch to the left. And Joe Thomas does not get a pancake, or he does, but we're able to flow to the ball. 3rd and 1. Here's an opportunity. I've shot the gap a few times in these games, so if I shoot the gap right here, there's a good chance we get him to a 4th down, right? This is a crucial down for me. I am saying, here we go. Hold the door. Hold the door, boys. And if we get a chance to get him to a 4th down. We're on Polamalu right here, looking to shoot through this gap. Let's see, he's flipping his play. Oh my gosh, I actually don't remember what happens right here. I'm on King. I'm trying to get on Polamalu. There we go. We got Polamalu. Stretch left, stretch left, stretch left. And we actually blow it up. Oh my gosh. Huge, huge, huge play, man. Huge play. That's what I'm talking about. That 2nd and 4 led to a 3rd and 1, which leads to a 4th and 3. Now he's in a situation where he doesn't have to go for it. 4th and 2. But he is going to go for it. And let's see what happens, actually. I think he's going to actually run this all the way down to the fourth quarter. And we're going to see him break the huddle. 4th and 2. Running still a very good option right here. He has not passed the ball yet, and he actually shows me he's going to run because he's on and he clicks on. And right here, my defense kind of gets messed up. I kind of wish I would have called a timeout. I didn't call a timeout, though. And he gets the... He needed 2. He got 5. Which is frustrating. That sucks for me, man. Because at the very least, if I get a stop right there, I guarantee myself a field goal, basically, to go up a full touchdown. It sucks. And not only that, he gets to keep his drive moving while chewing off more clock. So, hypothetically, he could score a touch on this drive, and I don't have much time to go on a money drive. Again, we end up... I mean, this defense was good, man. This was good run defense. It really, really was. Let's skip ahead a little bit. 3rd and 6. Big 3rd and 6, actually. What happens here? Let's see what happens right here. Have a chance. Polamalu right through the gap, man. That's the... Whoo! 3rd and 6, right? 4th down from this range isn't really running territory. Boom. Polamalu right through the gap. We end up making the user tackle. Loss of 2. I'm pointing at my head. You couldn't see. I'm telling you to think. This game was so much fun. You type in Madden 20 Duke versus Civil. You'll see this game if you want to listen to it. But during it, I was just telling him to think. You got to think. You got to think. 4th and 8. You can't run the ball. You have to think here. You have to think here, bub. Goes to shotgun. I'm in 3-4 bear. I am sending the dogs at him. We are growling. You're going to see everybody coming at him right here. What does he do? What does he do? What's his dot combo? What is his dot combo right here, man? Send the dogs at him. We get picked up one-on-one coverage. Actually, a bunch of people. He just threw up a streak like an idiot, and I'm just laughing. What an idiot! What a terrible route combo. Not even a route combo. What a terrible idea. What a terrible idea. All right, we're gonna skip ahead a little bit, boys. So we end up working our way down the field. We get a 1st and goal from the 10. With 2:11 on the clock. Going for a touch pass right here. Or actually go the inside zone right here. Try to get a little cheesy. End up picking up 1. We're going to take this down to the 2-minute warning now. Touchdown wins the game for us. Touchdown wins the game. Field goal puts us in a nice spot, but we could still lose, right? Only up 7. It's a hard spot to pass the ball. I want to keep the clock moving as well. I really don't hate my play call here. My touch pass against this defense, the touch passes were pretty successful. So I had pretty good proof of concept. It doesn't work here. He actually just has a really good user right here. And I'm frustrated by it, but it's like, it's a good play. Like, given that defense, it was a good play call. I can't really be super upset. And I don't really have great passing plays in this situation. No one really does. So right here, we're going to go back to that route combo that we ran earlier with our double tight end streaks. Basically trying to hope he runs cover 3 or cover 2 right here. And I end up making a lot of hot routes right here. Do I actually... No chance I run this ball, I don't think, right? I might run the ball just to burn another timeout of his. Because he's a runner, so I know he can't move the ball very fast. So me running the ball would just either burn a bunch of clock or a timeout of his, which is pretty important. And yeah, it looks like I do just settle running the ball and saying that he can't score fast enough. Which actually isn't a bad... That went into my play calling too, I remember that because I just wanted him to not have as much time. So burning a timeout for him means that he now has less time and he can't move the ball that fast because he's a runner. So as long as I keep containing the run, which I have been doing the past few plays, we're not in a terrible spot, right? We really aren't. Especially we're going to stick in this 3-4 over Ed, basically the 4-5. And he's going to keep running the ball because he doesn't have a quarterback. Nor does he have receivers, really. He has Joe Thomas at tight end. Little stretch right. We're able to get over there with our user. Some rallying good. And now you see, I mean, there was a run play right there that took about 4 seconds. Only got 1 yard. And now you see a rundown of about 15 seconds or so. And that's why burning that extra time out of him was so big. He cuts it to the sideline. We try to beat him to the sideline. But because now he's conscious of the clock, he didn't even try spinning in to get extra yards. He went out of bounds. So again, another 4 or 5 seconds ran off the clock just on that play for 2 yards. 3rd and 7 here. All right. I mean, do you run the ball here if you're him? Can you? I don't really think you can run the ball here. Maybe you can. I don't know. We'll see what he ends up doing. You see him. You could tell he's setting up audibles, and I knew that too. And And here I am. I'm literally just singing. That's also when I had short hair. I've kind of short hair now. I don't know. But he's in this, so he ends up going. I'm in 3-4 bear. I'm just trying to send pressure at him, which I actually don't love. It was salary cap, so I was pretty limited on defense. Again, though, he calls a little stretch play, doesn't even get out of bounds. He has to burn his timeout. He now's out of timeouts. I just have to stop. One, it's 4th down right here. So if I just stop here, we win. But the bigger deal is that he has to score in a minute 15 with no timeouts, and he can't do anything. He can only run the ball. So he has to pray for a big broken run, basically, which, hey, if he gets it, what do you want him to do? 4th and 4. We saw what he did on a 4th down earlier in the game with double streaks. We're going to see what he does right here. I don't totally remember what he does right here. Let's see. My user's Troy Apke. Our blitz did not come in. I don't know what happened. Boom. We tackle him inbounds. We hit him as he throws. He gets hit as he catches it, rather. He has to hurry up. He's going. He's looking for a run play right here. I could have called timeout, but I got my defense set up just in time. Great tackle right there. He's got to hurry up. He's got to hurry up. He's got to hurry up. Clock is ticking. Clock is ticking. Let's see. Boom. He throws a little check down. We end up making the tackle on the sidelines, able to keep him from going out of bounds. He has to hurry up. He's 2 for 3 for 15 yards. Boom. Clock's moving. We back off the boys. We're just trying to prevent a touchdown right here. All we got to do is prevent a touchdown. I'm using Y. He throws the zig over the middle. Boom. Tyreek Hill gets tackled. He's going to have to hurry up. Come on. GG's. And right there, no bullshit, my life changed literally forever. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, my life changed literally forever right here. At this point still, I had not started streaming yet, not started YouTube yet. This is just over 2 years ago. Not started YouTube, not started streaming. I was working basically full-time at FedEx, and I was in school full-time as well during this. And this is what kind of gave me a little bit of a jump start, and I just basically ran with that. But yeah, we're actually going to do, our next video after this is going to be when I actually this enters me in the final 32 of the full club championship. I'm representing the Buccaneers now, and now we're going to go into the games of them.